Hey, what's going on, everybody? Movie Phantom here, and yes, it's Monday. Got some horror news for you. Big news that broke out at the beginning of last week. Like as I'm going to air last week, it was already broke, and the Phantom being a week behind, it's gonna bust us out, and it won't seem that important anymore. Halloween returns. Boom. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm fucking pumped. I am pumped. We got the two guys who was behind the collector and the collection, which I'm really pumped about. Patrick Melton and dude, Ghostface Kid's furious right now. I know he is. Marcus Duncan. I'm gonna say that's the two, and then I'm gonna just walk away before I embarrass myself anymore. But no, I was a huge fan of the collector and the collection. I've yet to see Feast, which is like their first, kind of breakthrough or whatever. But, I'm a fan of the Saws that they wrote, and you know what? And, they wrote the Saws, I think there were like 2 or 3 of them, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm like, I've always said that the Saws had great continuity. Like, literally, each story flowed, perfectly. You watch all 7 in a row, you are watching. It's not like Friday 13th, which as much as I love the Friday 13th series, and I do prefer Friday 13th over Saw, Friday 13th don't go together. Like, literally, you can just bump into any of them randomly. And with the Saws, you actually kind of had to pay attention to each, movie because, they would bust shit out on you. You'd be like, oh yeah, wait, from part 3, that's so cool. So, no, I think that's, going pretty good. The only thing that kind of irritated me a little bit, because, from what I'm understanding, from all the things I've read, it seems like they're kind of making it the original part 3, in a way, in a sense. Because it takes place, I guess now or whatever, but like the events of 1 and maybe even 2 have already happened, and Myers is now on death row, which I want to see that. And I know, like, in all honesty, they're gonna have him without the mask probably when he was on death row. But I'm just like, I just want to see Michael Myers like in a mask sitting there because he's all sleeved out now and everything, and he's in pumping iron and shit. I don't know. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that brought humor to me. I mentioned that to somebody else who's like a hardcore Halloween fan, and they're just like, no, that's just. I'm like, I was joking. Like I didn't really say it. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, we all know, we all read the plot so far. Basically, it's gonna be the child of one of the victims from the previous murders teams up with, and I guess they're getting the deputy, and I can't remember the dude's name. Like I even read it, I didn't recognize the guy's name, but it wasn't Sheriff Brackett. It's like this other deputy that was following Del Pleasance around part 2. Well, I guess it's gonna be his daughter. They team up, and then of course they go to make sure he gets executed. Like it's not his execution; he's going to be taken out. And of course, Myers does what Myers does best, and he breaks out and goes on yet another killing spree. I have very high hopes for this. I'm hearing, and that's the thing. Me and the man with no name was talking about this the other day. How literally, back in the day, especially the '80s. Every year they were pumping out another, Friday the 13th, and I don't know, it just seemed like it was, you didn't care. You're just like, let's keep them going, and it just seems like, I don't know, we lost that today. Like, I was okay when, Saw and Paranormal Activity was pumping out a new movie every year. Like, it didn't bother me. Everybody's like, they're all the same. I'm like, well, fuck you, don't watch them then. I watched them. I enjoyed them. So, I don't know, I kind of wish, I'd much rather have, a bunch of Friday 13th to choose from. And maybe they won't all be home runs, but guess what? As fans, we can make that decision ourselves. Whereas, the alternative is getting a movie every 10 years or so. And I would definitely much rather not, have to wait, a decade just for a movie. Or in this case, it wasn't that long. This is 2009, so 4 or 5 years. But whenever they decide to release it, I'm not sure when they're going to release it. But anyways, I'm pumped. I don't know. I'm okay with it. Everybody was bitching, well, they should make a part 9, or they should make sure they continue right to part 6. And then everybody just bitching. Some people, the minority was going they need to make Rob Zombie's part 3, and I don't care. I really don't care. It could have been another remake, which as much as that would piss off most people, I'm just I want another Halloween movie. If this is what we have to do to get another Halloween movie, so be it. But the fact that the one thing that really irritated me though is whenever they're talking about it, because to me it seems like it's a continuation of part 3, or it's a continuation of part 2. It's like the official part 3. But they're like, Well, it's not a remake; it's a recalibration. They added another word instead of remake, reboot, whatever. Which initially I was pissed off, but whenever the details start falling out, because before they even mentioned the plot, they're just like, we're doing Halloween Turn. It's not a remake; it's a recalibration. I'm like, fuck off. But now that some of the plot details are slipped in and everything, I'm liking where they're gonna go with it. So I'm really curious. I'm curious if they're gonna bring Loomis back. I would love to bring Loomis back, and I know no one can touch Donald Pleasance. I thought Malcolm McDowell did really good in the first one. It wasn't necessarily his performance in part two; just the way the character was written in part two, I didn't like. But you can't blame Malcolm McDowell for that. But no, I'm on board. I am fucking pumped. I'll be there. This is one of those iconic horror series that no matter what, I mean, it can come out complete dog shit. I'll see the next one when it comes out. So yeah, no, I'll be there. I'll be there. You better believe, man, No Name's gonna be there. He's gonna tear that shit up. I'm not sure if this is even news or not, because I just kind of read it. It was almost like I was reading another article, and then this was like in passing. Like I was reading this underneath, and I was like, what? But they have the title for the next Paranormal Activity movie. It's called Paranormal Activity: The Ghost Dimension. Are they a shame? Like, I don't know. I hate subtitles to movies. Just give me a title. Give me a name. Give me a number. That's all I want. I'm okay with it being like, Paranormal Activity. I mean, we're calling it 5 or 6 now. Because I know the marked ones, they were kind of like, well, this is kind of a spin-off now. But, why not the good old days? Just fucking give me, Paranormal Activity 13, 14, 15, whatever. I know they did that with Mortal Kombat too. Like I was watching, I was looking on Wikipedia for whatever reason. That's a quirk of mine. Is I'll get on Wikipedia and just look up random things, and I'll go on this kick, and I'll read like an entire article of something, and then I'll take like a link from that page, and I'll go to something else, and I'll just keep going on like that. But on Mortal Kombat, I noticed like they did the same thing. Like they're like embarrassed to be like, hey, we made like 10, 15 games, whatever. They're like, nah, we're just going to erase that, and we're just going to call them this or that. I'm like, really? Fuck off. But yeah, no, the Ghost Dimension, and I'm like, really? I would much rather just, it'd call Part 6, Paranormal Activity 6, or 5. I'm not sure if they still count the marked ones as, one. Still haven't seen that yet. And then, apparently, the saga of The Crow, these up and down, this remake they've been trying to do for, like, ever, it loses its main character, or the main star yet again. The funny thing about this time around, though, they're moving on anyways, and they're just like, we're still moving forward, we got a release date, we're going to hit it, and I'm like, really? So they're just going to grab any old jerk-off, I guess, to become the new Crow, which it may work out pretty good, you never know, you may get some nobody that you never heard of, and he's going to be the new Crow, so. But yeah, no, I don't know, I'm not really giving a shit one way or another. You can't tell, the first Crow is just iconic and awesome, yeah. Beyond that, I can care less. There's a documentary coming out we want to check out called You're So Cool, Brewster. The Story of Fright Night. Just read about that. I'm like, I am fucking pumped for that. Like, I'm digging this this slew of movie documentaries, and they did with Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th, and of course on the 25 Years of Terror, Halloween, they had a big documentary on there. So I don't know. I'm a sucker for those kind of documentaries. So and apparently they're going to be hitting a lot on part 2 as well instead of just one. So I'm kind of really intrigued about that. So. But yeah, definitely down for that. So with Jurassic World just raping every box office, and I like Jurassic World, it's a good movie. Won't get into like a little review here or anything, but apparently prehistoric water horror is back in, because they finally dusted off, I guess the property to this movie called Meg, and it's not based on anything Family Guy related. It's based on a book from like the 90s, I think, about this giant, megalodon that's just tearing ass through water. And 2 scientists trying to stop it. And literally, it is just, like, when I read the plot, I guess it's a New York best-selling, book, and I guess it's going to be made into a movie back in the 90s. And when Deep Blue Sea, which I'm a huge fan of Deep Blue Sea, but when it bombed, not just critically, but, financially as well, they're like, well, sharks are done. And it's like, really? I hate when they do that shit. Like, sharks aren't done. It was just, that movie bombed or whatever. People still like it. But when I read the description of what Meg's about, I'm like, this could be literally, and I'm sure it already has, in some sense, been like a sci-fi channel movie of the week. Like, seriously, it has that kind of feel. But they're trying to make it into a blockbuster. They're going to try to bring back like the Jaws feel. You know what I mean? Like this huge, epic blockbuster. But here's what makes it like I makes it horror news, I guess. But here's what really ties it together: is my boy Eli Roth attached to direct. How awesome is that? Like I am so happy to see. Like I don't know, I just feel like I'm a big Eli Roth fan. I feel like, and not just from his movies. I just from seeing him in interviews, he just seems like he's really down to earth and just really cool. I don't know. I like Eli Roth, so I'm just happy to see that he's going to hit it. And I hope he hits it big. I really do. I really hope that it does really well. But apparently, since that giant water dinosaur in Jurassic World, they're just like, oh wait a minute, water horde's back now. That's what Hollywood does. They're retarded. They're the same people that decided to basically cut the funding to it because clowns are out, even though it wasn't the clowns that were out. It was a shitty remake called Poltergeist that was out. But whatever. Penny Dreadful gets renewed for a third season. I have nothing to say on this because I have yet to see any episode of Penny Dreadful. Not gonna lie, I don't really want to. I do like Ava Green. Oh, it's fucking hot, dude. Make sure I don't get in trouble here. She don't watch my show. Dude, fucking Sin City. Damn to kill for her, dude. She's just like naked like the entire movie. Thumbs up. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't seen 300, The Rise of an Empire, but they say she did the same thing in that one too. So I was like, go Ava Green. So yeah, I don't know if she's naked in this show or not, but. And then speaking of Eli Roth, Green Inferno finds release date September 25th. They just released another trailer. This time it's through the official Blumhouse production thing. And yeah, just showing more of the same. I'm digging it though. Big excited. I've been excited for this movie way back before it was even having any troubles getting released. So I think this is great because he's already went on and done like Knock Knock, produced a couple other movies along the way, and then got the job for Meg. And it's like all this shit's coming out now, and then like it's like, oh, here's this other movie. So he's gonna have like 2 movies released in the same year. It's insane. And then this ain't really horror news at all. I just saw this video and I thought it was awesome. Was Arnold Schwarzenegger has like a charity that he's it's like an after school program type thing. But to promote it, he went out and apparently he did the makeup of he had the makeup done for him of the Terminator from Terminator Genesis. Like he has like the T-800 like the chrome skull and but he is just wandering around like Hollywood, just walking around, interacting with people and shit. And it's just funny. The video is great because when he's doing, especially when he's doing the walking around the streets, I don't think people really thought it was Arnold. Like literally, people are just like he'll sit there and be like, "I'll be back," and they're like, "Hey, yeah, you will," and they just walk away. And you're like, "Dude, that's fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator makeup. Are you shitting me?" But like literally, I got the feeling like just watching the video that a lot of people just didn't think it was him. But the best part of the video is later on. They go to this wax museum where they have a lot of like wax dummies that are made up of like from different movies or whatever, from characters from movies. But he's in like the Terminator exhibit, but it's really him. So people go up there to get a picture with him, and of course he comes alive and scares the shit out of them. Oh, it's just good stuff. But yeah, so yeah, you get a chance, check that out. Some Christmas horror coming our way. Krampus coming in December, and of course it is directed by fuck, I should have wrote that down. Brian Doherty, is that it? The guy who did Trick or Treat, and a huge Trick or Treat fan, and I'm hoping he kind of, I hope he hits another holiday themed home run here, because I'm not sure if Trick or Treat was initially a home run, but it did become one of my favorite horror movies, because I love Halloween, I love Halloween themed shit, so I mean, the fact that we got a really kick-ass Halloween horror movie, that's awesome. And finally, the Soska sisters, who are tearing it up right now, really, they're knocking, their resume's filling up. I'll be honest, I've only seen one of their films, and I wasn't huge on it. And I'm not trying to, this ain't me trying to like, fucking, no, obviously not. I just haven't found the right movie yet that, I liked. I saw American Mary, and it wasn't my kind of movie. But I do want to see No Evil 2. But anyways, what I'm getting to is, apparently they're hosting a game show on the Game Show Network. The, the Elevator. I don't know how I could have forgot that. But basically, I guess they host it. But the game is basically, it's like a haunted house. It's like, I don't know. We'll just say 10 floors. It could be more or less. But then you get your contestants, and like each floor, a different contestant has to run out and compare, or basically like after going through, I guess whatever, then they have to like complete some kind of like scary task. I'm guessing it's going to be along the lines of like Fear Factor type stuff, like snakes or bugs or whatever. But then they have a time limit to get there, complete the task, and get back, or else the elevator goes on without them. And I think it's kind of a cool concept right there. I'm always down when you mix like game shows with horror, So yeah, absolutely, I think it'd be kind of cool. So, all right, guys, that's it. That's all I got for this week. And got any comments about any of these news stories? Drop them down below. Hit me up on Facebook. Chat with me. Shit, I've been doing that stuff's been kind of big lately. Is everybody's been kind of hitting me up on Facebook, like just PMing me, like, hey, I do think that's a good movie. So it's not even for the comments. Like literally, we can just chat and shit. So I'm digging that. So thank you guys. You know who you are out there. Been pretty cool to do that. I'm definitely digging that. So hit me up there, Twitter. You guys know what to do at this point. So yeah, movie fam out.